And hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
I hope they burn in hell! Burn in hell! Burn in hell!
Damn you back to hell!
From hell.
What the hell are you?
I was stuck. It was endless. I tried. It went on, and every day I was there. It was the same over and over, every single day.
It's like
it was hell.
Welcome to hell.
Yo, what's good, OTF Campbell? It's your boy Jay Green. Why am I here? Because Hell Week is upon us. Now I'm gonna tell you like this. We got 8 days of some crazy, insane workouts. My job is to help you survive Hell Week. So what I want y'all to do is follow along on my YouTube channel, my Facebook, and or my Instagram so y'all can stay up to date with the tips that I'm gonna be dropping on you in order to keep your body safe and free of injury throughout all those 8 days. Not to mention, remember, if you make it to 5 out of those 8 workouts, you about to win yourself a free t-shirt. That's bragging rights, baby. Holla. So I'm a really big fan of mobility, and my thought process is the more mobile you are, the safer your body's gonna be during exercises that you put it through. With that said, this week, let's not forget, you're gonna have way more weights to lift on that weight floor, hella rowing to do, and a crap ton of incline on that treadmill. This foam roller right here might be just the tool that's gonna save your behind. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on some of the areas of your body that most people have the biggest issues with. Now, with all the running that you're gonna be doing, the rowing you're gonna be doing, and the lunges and things of this nature, your hip flexors and your quads are probably gonna take quite a beating. So, one of the things that I would do with that foam roller is easily just roll those areas out. Simply lay on that foam roller just like this, get your body stable so you can maneuver it around, you'll find your way, and roll nice and smooth all the way up that leg, all the way into the hip area, all the way down that quad by that knee. You're gonna find some hot spots. Some areas are gonna start hollering at you. When you find those areas, after you've gone up and down for about maybe a minute or so, sit on those areas and just let it sit, and it's gonna start to break down those knots. That's one thing you can do, okay? The second area that I wanna focus on is your calf. Your calves, remember, all the hill running, jumping lunges, jumping squats, things of that nature, your calves are gonna take a thrashing as well. You wanna try to hold yourself up on your hands just like this. If you keep your toes pointing up and you put that body weight right on that roller, you're gonna roll right over those knots and roll them right out. I like to put my leg on top, add a little bit more pressure onto that calf muscle and really get those knots out. Take your time. This is not something that you wanna rush. You wanna go slow and smooth and work those knots out the same as you would if you were getting a massage. How about that? Do you like what you see? Now, one of the best movements that anybody can do for their body is a hip hinge movement. There's so many great attributes to the hip hinge. You're gonna be doing a lot of those. They primarily work your glutes. With that said, a lot of people in my classes often mention having hip pain or sciatica issues. Remember, that's a group of nerves that's simply pinched and tight, and that's why it gives you that problem. You can do a couple of things. Rolling out the glutes with a foam roller is also something you can do. You're basically sitting down on that roller, maybe you cross your leg, and you're rolling back and forth like this. Now for me, this doesn't really get into my glute as much. So what I like to do is I like to use a softball. I simply sit down on that softball, cross my leg, just like this, and then again, have at it. I like to roll up and down, side to side. It doesn't really matter what, but you're gonna find those knots in there. When you find a knot, sit on it for about 10, 15 seconds or so. It's gonna work that knot out a lot better. And don't rush, take your time. You know how we do it. Now for this one, another issue that some people have is their feet. A lot of people don't even realize or even think of their foot until it gives them a problem. Remember, the whole bottom of your foot has small, intricate muscles that are meant to stabilize and allow your whole entire body to understand what the environment is that it's in. When you're on that treadmill and you're going up that hill, your feet are helping you just as much as your calves and your legs. When you're on that rower, your ankle and your foot are helping you just as much as your legs, your core, and your back. Same thing when you're doing lunges, squats, jumping squats, etc. So, these are some of the tools that I like to use to loosen up these muscles in my foot when I'm not getting mani-pedis. So what you're gonna do is you can take this softball right here and you can stand on it and just lightly roll all around that foot. Get into that arch, roll it around the ball of the foot, right around that heel, softly. You're not trying to do this heavy and with a great deal of pressure. The other one you can use is the lacrosse ball. Now this right here, this is my go-to. I'm very used to rolling my foot out and making sure that those muscles are loose like they need to be. So with this one, it gets in a little bit more when I do end up getting a knot after a lot of running. What you would do, same situation. Remember, these balls are small and your foot is not used to this, so don't put a great deal of pressure on that foot right off the bat. This is just something soft and easy to loosen up some of those tender muscles after a long day of a lot of running, jumping, and things of that nature. Take your time, don't rush. If you find a little hot spot, sit on it very lightly for about 10-15 seconds, and that should work that knot right out over time.